Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for some more... Ah, fuck. Well, that's one way to start off the episode. Chill. Okay. That wasn't what I expected to have as my opener. But, yeah. Sorry, Philippines. This is gonna suck for you. The days of darkness are coming. Alright. Good. Chugoku has had all the terrible land developed. More or less. And it is industrialized. Pretty heavily, too. Good. Alright. But yeah. We've been continuing to develop East Asia and have it go through its little economic miracle. Burning ashes. Yeah, will help. For once I can actually help. But yeah, I was just kind of looking over the numbers here, you know? We have 649,000 capitalists right now. And as an entertaining note, the British have 638. We have now overtaken them in raw capitalists. Whilst they have twice my population. Now, to be fair, incorporated, we actually have roughly the same, so it's pretty much even. Wait, what the fuck? Incorporated 26 million, unincorporated 1 million, total 56 million. Okay, some number feels like it has gone completely weird there, and I'm not sure what to make of that. Alright. But yeah, so 73,000 unemployed here. Oh, you can't get a resource, eh? Oh, you need explosives, do you? Well, you have actually kind of come to the right place. We can get some of that going for you. Alright, so yeah, we're on to philosophical pragmatism. And I should get pan-nationalism. Because in not too long, I'm actually going to have Portugal be under 25 liberty desire, and then I can form Iberia. Well, once I have pan-nationalism anyway. Look, I was too busy doing production checks that in the end I'm barely even using. Fucking random ass financial district zone, everything. Let's go. So yeah, this needs power. Come on. Spool up. Oh, it's no longer hydroelectric, just early power. And God, is it garbage. Alright. Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, what I actually kind of wanted to start on today was diplomatic demands on Brazil. Just looking, don't mind me. Liberate some countries. Hey, you know, that's all we can do. Well, either way. 1% chance they will give in. And they fucking did. Alright. Alright. That's not what I expected. But sure. Anyway, I want investment rights and a power block embassy. In return, we will guarantee your independence. Like, our leverage being so low, I think will pretty quickly change. Yeah, I was gonna try and shatter Brazil a little harder. But it is good to see that they are more or less taken care of. Like, that should weaken them pretty hard. They lost, like, a solid, 20% of their GDP there. So, we'll see. They, smoke streams. More university throughput. Alright, I have way too much money. And, like, even if I reduce my taxes to the minimum, which at this point I will, because why not? What the hell else am I going to do with it? I guess I just got to build. Right? But even I'm struggling at this point to keep focused and development going. You know? Because it's tough. Yeah, they're very unhappy about the whole thing, I guess. We're amicable. We're cooperative. Alright, well, I have theoretically 55 to give them without having to pay for anything. Yeah, we're not getting that. Hypothetically. No. On the other hand, maybe I should just pay them. You know? I need... Yeah, I don't even need to pay them that much. Like... What? Oh, apparently up is down and down is up here. Sure. Come on. I feel like this is the... Well, actually, hold on. This is an edible field, isn't it? $97. I wouldn't even be mad if that broke. Or if that didn't work. Just because I did get the 1% before. I'm like, yeah, shouldn't push my luck. Alright. So, each is 40 per level. So 400, 800, 1200, 16, 2000, 2400. Perfect. How much silk do you need? 8. I know it's a little more productive in China, so we'll do that. That's 90. So that's going to require a couple of railways, but otherwise you're good. It should bring down the input price on these things at least a little bit. Unfortunately, there's no dyes, but I'm sure you can make do. The tooling workshops are, I think, still struggling a little bit. I don't know why. It needs higher productivity to compete. I see. Well, that's fair. Let's do some of that. Like I say, we still want to develop China. You know? That continues to make, yeah, minus 37%, nice. It continues to make the opium plantations better investments. So. Just got to keep on pumping more and more money into our investment pool. And reinvestment is currently doing a pretty staggering job here. You know, 56,000 on the opium plantations. Like, we're still getting north of 120,000 in the investment pool, or more, just from the stuff I build. So it's important to try and keep that up. Our standard of living is rising at a rate that cannot be contained. Alright. I would like to maybe get a few more things through. There's no way I'm getting no migration controls through. That would be easy. Cultural exclusion would be a bit of a fight. The petit bourgeois are just so much stronger than they usually are. So here's the thing. I want the trade unionists in. Because together we can do things like compulsory primary school. That'll let me advance our institution of education. We can perform dedicated police force. Well, anyone can do that. And just maybe we can even go on like protected speech and the like. And become a utopia. Alright. There we go. That's going to make the production of that stuff significantly cheaper. Although tools continue to be the problem. Seemingly no matter what I do. Iron's cheap, wood's cheap. Like, all the inputs are just cheap. You know? I could try and put tooling workshops in here. Although your infrastructure is already overtaxed. So, maybe not for now. Let's maybe not for now. Let's see. Said Beijing could probably produce even more tools. Well, infrastructure here is shot as well. That's the hunt. Trying to find anywhere I can stick tooling workshops that doesn't have shot infrastructure. Inner Mongolia will do. The Peverine epidemic. I will probably be fine, but... Pasteurization. We're getting art silks. And honestly, in general, we're kind of moving away from a lot of lower tier labor. Like, it's just how it goes. Let's keep pushing on compulsory primary. We'll be okay. Yeah, they're going pretty well. You guys are just building up all this. Alright. So. Companies. I assume you guys... Yeah, there's no additional industry rights there, unfortunately. Still. God. Yeah, we're doing really well at just pushing this stuff through. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, we need to try and become less racist, ideally, which continues to be difficult. Although, once we become Iberia, I have my hopes. Alright, let's get socialism. God, we are far behind these tier 3 techs. Society tech, it's tough. But we need to play catch up. We need to play catch up so bad. Were we to deny the aid? It's fine. Other than when it's not. Of course, engines are apparently incredibly expensive in our market. To be fair, I'm assuming that's more because engines are kind of expensive everywhere. Realistically, most of this just kind of gets fixed if I can get to diesel engines, which unfortunately I'm, you know, not progressing towards because no, I need friggin' to research all this crap. I don't. I need diesel. You know? Let's go. Let's push through T4. 72 uncapped, so let's get another 5 of those. Getting more aggressive with it. I feel like that's not as high as it should be. Well, to be fair, my literacy isn't great. It really should be, given how high the standard of living is. Alright. Yeah, designer clothes, Sea Island cotton, furniture, gourmet groceries. But yeah, I mean, slowly but steadily, I feel like just eventually all of our pops will be working in the financial districts. There are simply too many. $200,000 are simply employed in the Western Andalusian, like, headquarters here. 250. Promote the rural folk stance, I guess. I don't know. I don't think there's much I can do. Oh, hey, a feminist. Might actually be able to move that along then. We'll see, though. Alright, and Portugal has become a puppet. The Iberian unification. Iberian Gujarat is isolated. I don't know why. See, it has port there. Alright. So, do you all... Yeah, you do. Good. Incorporated. These places? No. Alright. Well, in that case, establish a colony. Alright. At some point, I should maybe even get colonial affairs. Salon endorsements. But yeah, we're getting our colonies going. Do you guys inherit all of our laws? And you get colonial exploitation, so you can at least colonize, and I assume will. But yeah, we can kind of get rid of a lot of these when we're on just colonizing out. Fair enough. shit, you're actually going to try and do steel tools now, huh? At least in some places. Alright, we're getting a lot of the price of goods under control. The problem just sort of continues that we need to keep that up. And it's tough to find anywhere left to develop in China without having to plop down a bunch of railroads. Well, in that case, let's plop down a bunch of railroads. We've got 20 of them. Another 50 textile mills. Okay. There. Like I said, the goal continues to be to try and increase demand for opium, which we're doing pretty well. Minus 27, good. Like, if we can get clothes out of the way, that's huge. Alright, we've got compulsory school. Okay. So yeah, this is the one place where there's actual need for taxation capacity, so I should probably do that. No, I'm not. Like, what the fuck, France? Yes, I'm fine with a support ally request. Ah, 25 maneuvers or less. I see. Well, fair enough. Subjugate. Alright. They apparently don't necessarily want to join our power block, which is strange. It's fine. We'll just probably have to leverage them a little harder. And so I will. Alright, so about that though. Transfer me. Cape Colony's too expensive. God damn. Canada and Australia are too expensive. Gaza. Actually, that I didn't realize that was a subject of theirs. Okay. Fixation, yeah. Alright. Keep going. Need at least another 5. Alright. On the plus side, Did it get us some more workers? On the downside. Barely even dented our capitalist count, apparently. Yeah. Not committed in a diplomatic play, fair enough. Yeah, we got some work to do. Alright, so what other laws do I need passed? Maybe, you know, I got a rural folk. I'm trying to think, like, how can we end up less racist? The best, like, hope I think I've got is universal suffrage. So we let the rural folk and the industrialists in? No. Rural folk and the trade unionists? That'll do. Okay. 46%. Let us enact the franchise. Right. Slowly but steadily. How is there so much total leverage? Because apparently everyone is competing for leverage, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's definitely heading towards us, and thanks in part due to the fact we own most of their economy by the looks of it. Which, yeah, I believe. By the looks of it, they are in desperate need of some additional centers of trade. Invest further. It's not too bad. That should help. I'm sorry, apparently we have large-scale invasions ongoing I need to deal with. Un momento, por favor. Workers of the world. Class above nation. Probably not. As much as I'd like to. Doesn't mean I can. Alright, you guys are completely incapable of fighting at this point. Which is slightly concerning. What the hell happened to you guys? Like, I'm paying my soldiers very well. Alright. Fuck it, I guess get back to the home station. We're not getting shit out of this. Goddamn. Alright. Alright, nitrogen fixation. So. Oh god, yes. You know what I need to do? Reset some production methods. Oh boy. There. Let's update you guys. Okay. Not too shabby now. We're having some serious trade issues, which isn't a huge shock, mind you. Britain has nothing against me in this war, do they? I'm out. I lost to the British, that's fair. Ow. Alright. Let's let things repair. Good. Alright. So how are we doing? 180 uncapped. Cap. And we're good. Now it's a matter of trying to get our literacy to actually climb, but that seems to be very difficult. I'm not exactly shocked that it's difficult. Alright. The Luan Convention. Still another 18 months. Bam. Keep blowing the brace of clothes in the Qing market. Let's go. Yeah. But yeah, the constant Anglo-French wars are certainly a bit of a problem. Like I say, our GDP isn't climbing all that much. But by golly, do we end up owning so much? Yeah, we own 70% of the Iberian economy. Or, sorry, the Japanese economy. And we now own 35% of the Chinese economy. Not bad, honestly. The Iberian Constitution. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. Alright. Soviet. Alright. And there we are. No. I really prefer the rural folk to not win the election in a landslide. The progressive dissonance winning is probably good. I don't know, there's not really much I can do about it. At any rate, so I'll probably consider abolishment of the monarchy, but just another blow to the landowners. They just keep getting weaker. Anything to make renting more bearable. Party stands together. Alright. Yeah. But yeah, these three together will do it. Education has reached level 5. Okay. Good. Steam turbine spreading. We're getting there. And then alright, yeah, you guys are just gonna take a sweep of 67% of the vote. Understandable. Alright. We'll get things like dedicated police force. Path to liberalism completed. Yeah, socialism's finally spreading. Hold on here. Ethno-nationalist. Damn. Although changing you to radical, I say we could put literally almost everyone in the government and have 40, which is pretty good. Although, yeah, at this point the petite bourgeois are the only ones that resist, and we could give women the right to vote. That improves the workforce ratio a fair bit, which also improves people's consumption, their earning potential, and standard of living. So, see what we can do about that. Sell, sell. Value. So who have we got? Just a straight up anarchist. Alright, fuck it. Start the anarchist movement. Let's pull back some of our decrees. I definitely think I can stop enlistment efforts at this point. God, I hope I can. Please. Okay. And I guess I can just keep those. That's a third. Nice. And bolster the anarchist movement. Oppressor and oppressed. An anarchist may do yet. For after all, they'll endorse multiculturalism. Alright. Yes, it's going to change towards 14%. So, lots are coming. And a little bit we'll actually have socialism tech as well, which might shake everything up. God, I hope it does. Apparently I'm building coffee plantations. Oh yeah, in Palestine. Yeah, that would be us. That would be us. Welcome to the power block, by the way. Ignore them. Draft treaty. Okay. Nicaragua become puppet. Alright, so here's the thing. I want to grant you Panama. Sure, that's gonna piss them off. I don't care. They won't accept, but they will. Well, maybe they won't. Drop their liberty desire by another 7. I guess that's the thing. I don't actually have to do that. Yeah, I was gonna say you guys can just form Central America. You know, by the way, IOU, Iberian Chibias. There you go. We're getting there. Putting the old colony back together. You guys are slowly coming in. Okay. So now that we don't have a truce with you, I demand once more liberate country. Graupera, call that Jenga, or Amazonia. %. Good luck. Yeah, that time I'm not too shocked. Request, the bill must pass. War goals. Enforce treaty article. Enforce investment rights. No. That's okay. Graupera. Return Utah. Alright, America. Alright. So, here's the gist. Okay, so there's American Arizona. What do you mean American Panama? God damn it, I conquer American Panama. I don't remember telling you you could build a canal. American Utah. American Oklahoma. Do I have American Colorado on here already? Where the hell's American Colorado then? Or is it just Colorado? Maybe that's why I can't see it. Heck yeah, it is. Okay. So we're going to... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. We'll sort it out later. I'm not too worried. Unfortunately, Lord knows I'm going to need some conscripts. That's not too bad now. Yeah, already being deployed. Good. Send them on their way. Oh boy, I sure hope y'all can just kind of beat up Brazil yourself. Alright. No thanks, we don't need it. We have more than enough science. Even with our institutions up here. Yeah, maximum tech investment's only plus 25 these days. I guess they nerfed it. Which, understandable, it was pretty good before. The question is, do I want to keep advanced research? Is it still the best? Oh my god, hold on. Plus 10 economy. Never mind. Transportation infrastructure. That was already a sleeper. But 10% economy of scale building? Oh boy. I did not notice that. I did not notice that. Holy shit. It's probably under infrastructure. Yeah. Alright, so we can do joint steam trains now. Good shit. Alright. And the economy go bump. Hasty realignment, yeah. Unfortunately, I am currently getting trench works. Good. Gonna say. In addition, just in general. Iberian Bombay. And Iberian Gujarat. Alright, you know what? I mean, I might as well, right? How many we'll actually get, who knows? But I might as well. It just looks like it's actually going to be a pretty even war, all things considered. You're the only one I'm going to permit to attack. Because you have the attack stat. So, you guys are still on skirmishers. Fair enough. And mobile artillery. Oh boy. If I pull out trench works, which, honestly, I feel like I should. You know? I feel like I need to do this, so that way in 7 months I have trench infantry. Alright. But yeah, additional forces hopefully should be arriving in fairly regular order here. And the American army may, just over time, weaken a bit. Alright. Good stuff. Things I can see are not necessarily going well in the south, but that's fine. Trains for Philippines. Like, they're never going to be able to actually win. I'm pretty damn sure. We have a lot coming in, so we might as well promote them. $580. It'll do. The Americans have launched an all-out offensive. Alright, 174,000. Like, we are actually gaining in number, so... I would assume that should help us. At least a little bit. Alright. Okay. Good stuff. Like, thanks to Open Terrain Commander and all that. Like, this guy gets basically 30% in the Great Plains, because it's always going to be open terrain, you know? Yep. Doesn't stop them from fighting hard, though. But luckily, it looks like the enemy army is breaking. Alright. Zanzibar just exists. How you doing? Still not ready to be protectorated. Or call it, or puppeted. Yeah. Relax. We've almost got one suffrage through. Alright, so we now have trench infantry. I guess I probably have to actually wait for all the construction to be done. Iberian Gambia. Does it really have that many people? I guess so. It really has nothing in it. Defense in depth for another 10% army defense? I guess. No. Let's go up out on pneumatic tools and plastics. Okay. And I don't know. Upgrade everyone to trench. Although I should probably double check trench. Okay, no, it still doesn't have any additional requirements. Good. So now our troops will just get that little bit stronger. Rather constantly. 148,000, yeah, we're definitely struggling. Just keep upgrading. More forces are arriving constantly. Unfortunately, this is going to end up one of those incredibly bloody wars. With the dead and wounded piled very high. I mean, honestly, enforcement access. A little bit extra. It's like 7 extra troops, but it might be the difference here. The full national movement. It's actually rather shocking. Although I guess you're not really getting any jobs out of this, really. Because the training rate's so garbage. barely. Alright. The entrenched front. Guns. You're the offensive guy. I don't need you having trench rat, I don't think. Arizona is getting Zone Rouge. Oh, God. I'll take defense and depth tech, thank you. Yeah, so this is World War One. I might be able to open like a second front in like the Dixie with a bit of an invasion, but we'll see. Do you even have an army? Hell, you have 16. Guatemala, you're in. Well, every couple of troops will help. In 3 years, if it's still ongoing, we'll get Polistania, which will probably put a bit of a hamper in it. But for now, we're good. We have made some progress, but it is very slow going. Yeah. Okay, so the construction of all that shit's done. If there's anything else we can conscript it. Let's go. I'm pretty much all upgraded trench infantry now. Anyway, the increased workforce ratio will free up a lot of people for the front. Go figure. Now we can try for cultural exclusion. Anger at the front. Okay. Collapsing army morale. Motherfucker. Alright, so that means our offensives are basically called off for the next couple of years, aren't they? God damn it. Well, no. I mean, morale I can kind of handle. In fact, we are successfully handling. It's probably fine. Chocolate and tobacco, I got both of those. Got everything I can give but opium, so I just need to hope that the morale recovery will hold. Come on. We gotta inflict the casualties. They have a panicked retreat, good. Alright. More loyal. Were we denied the maid? Yeah. Well, Kansas certainly is bleeding today. Kansas certainly is bleeding today. But yeah, this is a very evenly pitched battle, all things considered. I'm really debating if I am going to have to do another round of mass conscription, you know? Because I certainly could. I feel like it might also, given everything, be time for medical hospitals. If I just take a relaxation break here on my attacks, I can do a little modernizing. And plus 0.1 a day, so it's fine. They're going to launch an attack during our disorganization, but now we should have a lot fewer dead coming out. Nice. Come on, don't be such jerks. Alright. So the Americans got themselves nicely slaughtered. Time for a counterattack. Well, once you're done anyway. Fully ready and capable. 5 out of 4. There's just not much infrastructure here, of course. Which sucks for us. The Americans have also developed trench infantry, everyone. Alright, I'm going to begin researching defense in depth, I guess. Things will never be the same again. Part of government. Unfortunately, the trade unionist being an ethno-nationalist is kind of the worst possible outcome. Kind of need them. Yeah, well. $6-4, good. Unfortunately, the mountains is not where you excel. Still, you're doing admirably. They're launching assaults all across. Alright. Yeah. We need to develop the heavy guns. Fuck it. Pretty damn clear. And then also automatic machine guns. There's no options. Like I said, this is a World War I situation. Except I'm not really going for total war, so maybe I should. They refuse. Yeah, unfortunately, none of the fronts seem to be able to make much progress. The best thing I can think to maybe do is get a commander for you guys. You apparently don't have one. Give you some time to recover. And then maybe we'll try blockading the Atlantic seaboard. Or otherwise, that might give us an edge, you know? Maybe blockading the Rio Grande region. Then they'll probably get demolished from supply issues. That actually makes the most sense. So let's start there. Blockade. Or, I guess, raid their convoys. Time for unrestricted submarine warfare, everyone. Alright. Arizona has almost fallen. Five on four. One's just muddy right now. Everyone's exhausted. Aha! Surprise maneuver. Oof. No, we still got him. Oof, even with that blunder. Alright. Best simply do as he wishes. Alright. Wants to join the progressive dissonance. Works for me. Yeah, I'm desperately trying to get this party as many votes as possible. Yeah, they want white peace. However, alternatively, never give up, never surrender. I'm not sure if it's an international telephone exchange, if it's to our colony. It should expand even further. 74% of the vote and climbing. Sure. Friendly relations with Great Britain, why not? Yeah. We can beat them in the open plains, thankfully. And we continue to. Unfortunately, millions will die. Dear God. 900,000 Americans are already dead. And, like, actually we're doing pretty well. We only have, what, like 350,000 dead? We're managing to have the colony shoulder a lot here. So we'll see. American population's going to be a bit of a problem. Alright, so I'm hoping that our convoy rating has gone well. It has apparently not. Did you get, like, defeated? Probably. Let's go raid some more convoys and try again. I'm worried South America may be about to break. Well, it's not multiculturalism, but it'll do. Alright. No. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we now have just the racists in power. That's not quite what I wanted. Give me at least a better shot here. Achievement unlocked. All quiet on the Western Front. Have over 1 million casualties on a single front. Yeah. 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 Oh, fucking Christ. Do I need some siege artillery? That should hopefully be enough to break the stalemate. It will also completely demolish things. I think it's actually just in a single war, but you know. Fucking goddamn America. Like, you have another 2 million wounded already. Yeah, okay. So unfortunately, it's looking pretty bad here. The South is falling, which is not what I want to see. Okay. Southern front's failing. I really need to call an episode here, but with the magical power of siege artillery, I'm hoping we can get a breakthrough against the Americans. Because holy shit, guys. The dead and wounded are going to pile up for a while, and we will win. Make no mistake. Oh well. Thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Kelvin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.